in the event of Technical Meet, PSM, organizing World Ozone Day, and different events. Today's event, organized by our professional and career development team, I would like to extend my sincere thanks and gratitude to committee head Mr. Abul Ifam and his team. And as per their annual plan, this is the first event they are organizing, and many more to come. And again, I would like to welcome our today's speaker, Mr. Abdul Mushawir, for giving or delivering today's technical event. Over to you, Safdar.
Unmute.
Sarji, Mr. Unmute.
Thank you, dear Jahid. Now this is time to invite H- Head of Professional and Career Development Team, Mr. Abul Ifam.
Shall we go for briefing of chapter activities?
We will go with that if the time permit, or yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Sorry, I will invite after 5 minutes of chapter briefing, and then Abul Ifam will be there. Abul Ifam, be ready with this. Abul
Sure, sure.
Ifam. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So, Ramana, please play this chapter briefing for this quarter. Those who are new members for SSP, this is a general information that what different activity we are running across, and you can be immensely benefited by attending such of this program. These are some glimpse of the past 3 months. There was a training on hazard identification and risk assessment and risk control, where 90 members were benefited. It was in July. Like Mr. President has mentioned that every third of Wednesday we are meeting for process safety technical meet. And these were the some of the glimpse of the last process safety management technical meet, which held on 15 July, and many more are there in this slide. So you will get a feel about what is the professional uh, forum about. And this is a glimpse of annual general body meeting, yearly a annual general body meeting for SSP chapters. So members to know that where the chapter is leading and where our plans are there. So 84 member attended that, and it held on 23rd of July. This was training on global OSHA 101 worker safety, something equivalent to OSHA 10 hours. It has opened after a long time, and in future also some more courses will be coming. Those who are interested, keep a watch on our WhatsApp information or broadcast. And like you are knowing that from July, our session is starting for a new term. So whenever we are taking a new committee, so there is a committee orientation meeting to discussion about their annual plan and how we are going about to cover our chapter objective. So 45 member attended that. This was another technical meet on process safety management, which held on 19th of August. This was another technical meet on significance and preparation of a HSE plan by eminent speaker, Mr. Arshad Ayub, on 24th of August, where 60 members were benefited by this. As you are aware, due to COVID, we were forced to hold this virtual ceremony of SSP GCC HSE Excellence Award. That is also available on YouTube pages and our social media pages. You are all encouraged to visit that pages and just gives a like and comment. So we will be having a presence of social media itself. And this was commemoration of International Day for the preservation of ozone layer, where 58 members attended, and his speaker was Mr. Abhay Kumar Mishra, environmental engineer from KNPC. This is third process safety technical meet, which held on 17th of September. where two different speakers were there. They were talking their personal experience of professional safety journey, where 92 members were benefit. This was the webinar on environmental and sustainability in process safety, presented by Chola MS Risk Services, where the speaker, Mr. Bhaskar, um, were there, and it held on 19th of September, where 28 members participated. And this was another event by Wise, which was on risk and mental well-being during COVID-19. And speaker was Dr. Al Anud Al Atiq, and 65 members benefited by attending on 24th of September. As you are aware, the part of leadership development, we are having our ASSP Toastmaster Club, where we are meeting every I think on the first of Saturday and on the third of Saturday, starting from 6:30. So those who look for opportunity to develop themselves as a leader and public speaking skills, they can join us our club as a guest member, and then they can see the benefit how it is transforming you in leadership skill. Now I will invite our dynamic head of career and professional development committee, Mr. Abul Farm, to introduce our speaker, Mr. Abdul Manowar. Over to you, Abdul Ifam. Please unmute yourself. Abul Ifam.
Hello, good evening to all.
Good
Assalamu
evening.
alaikum. This is Abul Farm, Head of Career and Professional Development Committee.
Walaikum assalam.
First of all, I would like to say a special thanks to our President, Mr. Zahid Thakur, and Executive Committee, who encourage us and given an opportunity to organize this webinar. Also, I would like to say thanks to my committee members for their efforts and passions. Come towards to our today's speaker, Mr. Abdul Musawwir. He is an energetic and very good personality, working as an engineer, mechanical engineer by qualification, and having a 10 years of experience working in Kuwait Oil Company as a planning engineer in a department of production. He having several experience in the field of production, in construction, and upstream operation in oil and gas sectors. He worked for a leading manufacturer of static equipment for Kuwait Oil Company. He worked for a construction project for a downstream oil industry project at MRPL, a subsidiary of ONGC India. He has been in Kuwait since 2013 and currently working as a planning engineer for a leading off company in Kuwait. Professionally and personally, he's a very energetic and good personal. He, a part of his career, he worked as a voluntary and as a social personal in different type of organization here in Kuwait. I would like to invite Mr. Abdul Musawwi to say about this topic, and we will ready to get the information and knowledge which he is going to share with us. Thank you, Mr. Abdul Musawwi. Mr. Abdul Musawwi can say.
Thank you, Abul Farm. Thank you, ASSP, for inviting me to share my thoughts on the topic. Assalamu alaikum and greetings to everyone. I hope you all can see me. I have just switched on my video for a couple of minutes so that you can see me, and I wish I could see you, but I'll withhold my emotions. I think we are well into the evening, and uh, we might have a little bit of unstable connection because the internet traffic is only going to increase from now on. So if I may request the host, we can urge all our participants to keep their microphones mute and videos off, so that we have another 45 minutes of stable connection. Uh, Before I start with our LinkedIn, just a couple of disclaimers. I am not a certified LinkedIn trainer, if there is a thing like that. And secondly, LinkedIn doesn't pay me to promote their products or anything like that. Then why am I doing this? When ASSP, Mr. Abul Farm, contacted me, I thought this was my chance to help out fellow professionals who are in Kuwait, who are outside Kuwait, by sharing a little bit of what I know of LinkedIn and what I think could be useful to them. COVID-19 and the effects of COVID-19 have affected human life and profession. I mean, if I could contribute, if what I am going to share today is going to be pretty basic stuff, nothing rocket science or brain surgery, it's pretty basic stuff which all of you could do, and I hope that would help you in your careers. If that does, I would be mighty happy, extremely satisfied. So I'm just going to switch over to my screen share. I hope we have a stable connection. Thank you once again, ASSP. Let's begin with my presentation. Uh, am I audible and is my screen share visible to all? Can someone confirm,
Yes,
Mr. Host?
yes.
Thank you so
You are
much.
very much audible, and your screen is very much visible.
Okay, and I think I can switch off my video now.
Let it be, because it's going on you live, so
Okay.
it will be in a small box.
I'm suspecting a little bit of unstable connections. Excuse me for that. But I could switch it
Yeah,
on.
photo also is okay. Yeah, it's no issues.
Okay,
You can go
great.
ahead. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Okay, as the titles goes, this is something like a basic knowledge sharing session. It's not so much of an introductory, but we're going to start a few things, especially the demonstration, from the basics for those of you who don't have a LinkedIn account. As professionals, we see a lot of economic activity happening around us. Companies are growing, diversifying their businesses, economies are growing, our peers are moving ahead in their career, some of them turning entrepreneurs, some people being promoted, they're making rapid strides in their career. We at times feel we are stuck with where we are, or we're not getting the right breakthrough. We feel we're running out of ideas. So is LinkedIn a solution for that? Is LinkedIn a breakthrough for that? Perhaps not. But can this be a stepping stone? Definitely. This can be a stepping stone. Before we delve into the subject of LinkedIn itself, just to give you a perspective of how the world is changing. You know, in the 1800s, we had the Industrial Revolution. And before the Industrial Revolution, this was the mode of transport. A horse carriage was considered to be a comfortable mode of transport. After the Industrial Revolution, we had a steam engine, you know, something like this, which was faster. We could travel longer distances in shorter period of time. And what do we have now? We have something like a bullet train. It's faster, it's safer, we travel longer distances. I mean, there can't even be a comparison between a bullet train and a horse carriage. Did somebody force us to make this change? No, we made this conscious choice, you know, with changing time and changing technology, we made this conscious choice to adapt from a horse carriage to a bullet train. How did this growing, developing technology help us as professionals? You know, in the 1990s, thanks to IT, we had this digital revolution. A very senior colleague of mine I have a colleague who's a dear friend of mine. He's a very senior colleague, perhaps 50 plus. He told me when he finished his engineering, the first CV that he ever made was standing under a tree on a typewriter like this. Okay, so every time his skills were upgrading or his experience was upgrading, he had to go to something, a typist or with a typewriter like this, and he had to get a new CV made. With advancing technology, what did we have? We have a printer. I mean, you could make a CV, update a CV in the comfort of your houses, in your offices, wherever you had a printer like this. But still we had one gap. If you considered end-to-end business process, a candidate with a CV and an organization looking to hire somebody, there still was one gap. You still had to deliver the CV to the organization looking to hire you or looking to hire people. With advancing technology, what do we have now? Now we have something like this, a LinkedIn profile. A LinkedIn profile uh, where we have our CV, where we can update as in when we like. It's on the internet, anybody can access it. And the beauty is, we don't go one company after another company. We stay where we are with a nice profile. We attract the companies. Every time companies need to hire people, they tell their HRs, I need, for example, 2 HSE officers immediately. So then they go on LinkedIn and they look for you. I mean, they come looking for you. This is perhaps the impact of technology or evolving styles of doing business or evolving styles of hiring. The world is changing. So this, if somebody is not on a platform like LinkedIn, he's missing out on something. So just to give you a perspective, what actually is LinkedIn? If you are a total fresher, beginner, you've never heard of LinkedIn, I'm just giving you this example. In that case, I'm sure many of you would be really advanced users and experts, and someday hopefully I could learn from you. Just to give you a perspective, like on planet Earth, human beings live. On LinkedIn is a virtual space where professionals live. You live there, you connect there, you make friends with people there, regardless of their geographical locations, regardless of their organizations, their interests, their faiths, their ideologies. You make friends and connect with professionals. Networking, basically. So what is LinkedIn for? I mean, you could do a lot of things on LinkedIn. Over here, I've listed a few. The first and foremost, the most important one for professionals like us, employment. You could look for employment. I hope I'm audible and my connection is stable.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Very good.
Second is recruitment. I mean, all of these are very simple terms. They don't need explanation. They're self-explanatory. Recruitment companies, if they need somebody, they come, they tell their HRs, and they look for profiles on LinkedIn and they contact them. Sales, if you are a manufacturer or supplier and you're looking to sell stuff, you could do it here. You could generate leads to sell stuff. Buying, if you are an organization that's looking to buy raw materials, for example, you can't do the entire process of procurement end to end, but at least you know who are the sellers in which part of the world, and at least you could get quotations. So that's how it's helping. If you have products, a range of products, you want to market them, you could do it on LinkedIn. Networking, like I told you in the previous slide, you could connect with companies, individuals, professionals, freshers, everyone. Mentoring, assuming you are a senior professional in your field, there are a lot of young folks who are looking to be mentored. You could guide them to becoming better professionals. Learning, there's a section on LinkedIn that's called learning, and there are a lot of free courses available there. When we go to the demonstration part, perhaps if time permits, we could explore that as well. Okay, now how do we go about it in LinkedIn? Tip number one, or for many people, I say this for you, is rule number one, is know where you belong. You know, human beings, regardless of where they're living, human beings have needs. These needs are translated into demand. And to fulfill this demand, there is a supply. and then there's buying and selling, which is an economic activity. You know, so we human beings uh, commit or conduct economic activity and contribute to the economies. Economies world over. Some economies are big, some are small. For instance, US I think is about $15 trillion. India I think is about $3 trillion. This is the sign of economy. Economies have sectors. Okay, just to give you an example of a sector is oil and gas is a sector, manufacturing is a sector, service is a sector, etc., etc. Now, in these sectors, there are industries. What are the examples of industries? Petroleum is an industry that is from the oil and gas sector. Automobile is an industry from the manufacturing sector. Hospitality is an industry from the service sector. And what do we have in industries? We have companies. Companies make industries. I mean, for example of petroleum industry is Aramco and KOC. Example of automobile industry is Toyota and Suzuki. Example of hospitality industry, Hilton Hotels and Crown Plaza. The reason why I'm telling you this is because once you get on internet or LinkedIn, there's so much material. You end up researching so much stuff that's not connected to you, not with your industry. You're going to lose a lot of time and a lot of confusion and a lot of spiritual mental fatigue. I think most of you over here are from the oil and gas, and you have identified which industry you are in, and you know which companies now you have to target. Now that I've identified my industry, I need to know which are the best companies in my industry. How do I go about it? Just Google it. If you don't know what to Google, then try out these search terms: wealthiest organizations, top 10 oil and gas companies, or top 10 automobile companies, or top 10 hotel brands. Once you get the list, you like some company name, go on LinkedIn, check that, you get the profile over there. If you are a little more keen in your industry and you like following companies and seeing who's doing how, there are a couple of portals, magazines who publish quarterly reports or biannual reports. Fortune Global 500 and Forbes Global 2000 are a couple of these that you could follow, and you could find a lot of global companies. I mean, my talk here is not restricted to Kuwait only. This is global. Let's aim higher than just Kuwait. Okay, so how do these magazines, Fortune Global 500 and Forbes Global 2000, how do they rate companies? They evaluate basically on sales, how much the company is selling, how much profits they're making, how much assets they have, market value, and employees. Employees is important for us. The bigger the company, the larger the number of employees, the more opportunities for employment. Now that we'll head into the demonstrations, um, of the things that we are looking to cover in demonstrations are profile creation, job search, setting job alerts, following companies, professionals, researching, networking, industry news, and build your brand. Um, okay, this is the end of the PPT, and now we'll head to the demonstration. Is my screen share visible still?
Yes, it's very much visible.
I am now on LinkedIn. Can you see my LinkedIn homepage?
No, it's still in conclusion. Just
Oh,
unshare and share again.
okay, I get that.
Yes, perfect.
Okay, you see you see a LinkedIn page, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
This is how we're going to join LinkedIn now. LinkedIn.com is the web address, and I click on join now. I'm going to create, I have created a demo account just for demonstration purpose.
see you fall back. You fly when you're
Okay, now this is unexpected. I don't know from where did this come. Yes, I'm back on. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay. I've gone into LinkedIn now. It's asking for my this is the basic information that LinkedIn is asking me. Let me enter my ID. I mean my location. Now, as soon as I've entered LinkedIn, they're asking me if I have a recent profile. Let me call myself HSE engineer. Okay. I mean, look at this. I've just entered HSE and the system is already prompting me. It's got a wonderful AI that works pretty fine. Let me say I was a full-time employment and let me say I was working at Almir, Almir Technical Services. Are you looking for a new job? Yes, I'm also looking for a new job. Get job alerts for this. I mean, it's asking me for searching jobs. Yeah, but not now. Right now, I'd like to build my profile. First up, let me have my profile. So I'll skip this step and I will go to my home screen. This is your dashboard here. What you see here, these are the most important things that you're going to be using a lot. And right now, this is how my profile looks. I have nobody messaging me because I have no connections here. This is and the first feed that I have is from perhaps it is a promoted feed. This one is a promoted feed. They're paying for it. Okay, this is my name and this is where I'm working as it shows. I can first up go and upload my picture here, or I'll go over here, this one me, where I can have my picture, and I'll go to view profile. This is the best place where I can fill in all my details. Now the two things that I'm going to need here most importantly are, one is this one, my profile picture. I can simply click upload, and from my system, if I have a nice picture of myself, I can use that one. Or if I click on camera, the laptop or my mobile camera is going to click a picture of mine. My suggestion is have a decent professional picture. I mean, you might be having wonderful pictures from your last picnic, but that's not going to cut some deal with somebody who's looking to hire you as a safety engineer or a safety officer. This is point number one, have a picture. Next thing, is this section. This is called the banner picture. This section at the back. Many experienced people don't even know this exists. This space, you could use this space to either show your industry. I mean, if you're working the oil and gas upstream, or let's say if you're working in a refinery, you could use the picture of a refinery. So when some HR is looking at your profile, they know that you're somehow connected to or associated with a refinery. That's just an example I'm giving you. So point number one, the profile picture. Point number two, the banner picture. Next, you go to the add profile section. Okay, over here, if you have some experience, if you have some past experience, you could add here. Go to edit, and what title you have, what was your employment type, and which company. You could just, it's not going to take a long time, and along with the dates, everything, just save the data and it'll show on your profile. Now this one, this is this current position has come from the initial entry which I gave as my designation and the company. After this position, the current position, the most important thing is going to be your headline. The headline in LinkedIn by default is going to be your current position, but you could you have a few more characters allowed here. I'm not sure exactly how many characters, but this space is really important. The reason is because when HR is looking for example, there is somebody in, let's say, company X, been told to look for a safety engineer. And what does the HR do? The HR types comes onto LinkedIn and they look for a safety engineer who has done a risk assessment. Okay, so what you could do is you could use a straight bar over here, and you could type risk assessment. Okay, and you have any other skills or any other expertise you have performed in your career, you could add this. But of course, needless to say, it's got to be genuine. If you have not done it, it's better that you leave it as it is. So point number 3 is the headline. Your headline is is perhaps the most important thing. And the LinkedIn is a program. You know, it's an algorithm. It's been the algorithm is set in such a way that first it's going to look for the keywords in your current position. Then it's going to look for the keywords in your headline. Then it's going to look for the keywords in your skills. So needless to say, your headline has to be precise, and you have to optimize your headline. Since we don't have much of a time here, I'm just going to tell you the basics. You could explore more on this, and there's a lot of information available online on this one as well. Next, you could, once your headline is done, I'm going to, no, let me save this. Let me save whatever I have done. I'm going to save this, and then I'm going to my summary. Your summary is going to be your career summary. Let's say you've been working for 10 years. Uh, you know, my introduction is my summary. In some ways, what was told about me is my summary. You've got to be able to summarize your 10 years of experience in the short space, but the condition remains the same. Use the correct keywords, the keywords that matter in your field. If you're in the HSE field, you got to know which are the keywords and which are the key tasks that you have performed. Again, summary is got to be consistent with your uh, designation and your headline. The designation can't say something, the headline can't say something else, and the summary uh, says something else. It's all got to be consistent. And after this is done, let me say cancel because I've not done anything. I go back to my profile section, and over here you can enter your work experience, your education, your licenses and certification. Needless to say, work experience and education has to be there. A license and certification, if you have them, you could of course upload them. And volunteer experience. Volunteer experience can be with a non-professional NGO, non-governmental organization that's not paying you, but that speaks something about you as a person, you know. And the next important thing after the summary and the headline is skills. The moment I clicked skills, based on my profile, based on my designation, LinkedIn is already suggesting me a few skills. Let me say this is my skill, safety engineering, NIBOSH, and safety programs, and OSHA. Okay, I'm going to add this. I hope some of you noticed this. The moment I added my skills, it's showing my profile strength as to how much is complete. Now I've got three bar charts, sort of things complete here. Um, Let me just go down and view my skills first. Yeah, my skills are shown here. I need to edit this because LinkedIn gives us an option of top skills. Our top skills in LinkedIn can only be three. Okay. Now I have realized that um, Nebosh is not my top skill. I'm going to change it, and I'm going to make OSHA my top skill. Okay. Now, why am I doing this? Because LinkedIn is going to ask my contacts, my connections to endorse me, and they're going to ask, and they're going to be prompted with questions like, is this person good at this? Okay. So they're going to be asking mostly for the top three skills. So you have to know which are your top three skills and rearrange them if needed. You could do something like this. This is for the top three skills, and if you have to move from other skills to the top skills, unselect this one and select the other one. You have your top skills there. These are the top skills. Apart from that, if you have to add a new skill or if you've done a new course or something like that, you could always click here and what do I say? Um, Let me try. I don't know if that's a skill, but I'm just trying it. I'm not getting any suggestions for that. Okay, let me just leave it at that. I think I've made my point. This was about basically creating the profile, but this has not come to the intermediate level. My profile is not even intermediate at this point in time. So let me try to complete this. How can I complete this? Let me add work dates and check if it's going to work. Let me say I was working from January 2020. January 2015, and I currently work here. Let me add this to my and update my industry. Okay, great. This was much needed. I wasn't getting anywhere close, but luckily LinkedIn prompted me this one, and I'm going to tell oil and energy is my industry. Done. Okay, now my profile is in a better shape. It says intermediate level. I have reached an intermediate level. Just to recap, you have to have a profile picture, you have to have a banner picture, you have to have a headline, and your headline must have the keywords from your industry, from your field of your professional life. You have to have a decent summary. In case you're having confusion writing a summary, just Google it, go through a few summaries, recall your past experiences, and you could draft your own summary. And everything that you have drafted so far, maintain consistency in it, and list your skills and highlight your top 3 skills. This was about creating a profile. Now that we have a profile, what do we do? We're going to look for a job. Okay. Mr. Host, may I know how long do I have from now on?
It's okay, 10 more minutes.
I have only 10 minutes, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Give me a 5 minutes extra. I mean, we've not even got started. Okay.
Yeah, no issues.
Let me say I'm looking for a job as a HSE engineer. The moment I enter HSE engineer, it's asking me, is it jobs, people, or groups? I'm looking for jobs. And here are my suggestions. There are about 586 results. Okay. I am looking for a job that was posted in the last 24 hours. There are 27 new results for the jobs posted. Unfortunately, the location it's taking is United States. So I'm going to change this location to Kuwait. Okay, there is nothing listed for an HSE engineer in the past 24 hours. The past month, there were 2 openings. Let me apply. And here are the openings. One is from Wood and one is from Worley Parsons. These are my job filters. Unfortunately, time is pretty short and I won't be able to take you through these filters. But there's one very nice feature that's called Easy Apply. It comes here, Easy Apply. It's a LinkedIn feature. The beauty of this feature is the moment you click on this option, you get an Easy Apply with a LinkedIn symbol on it. You just have to click in and your profile, your LinkedIn profile is shared with the recruiter. You're going to save a lot of time on that one. You could change locations to Dubai or US or UK or wherever you want. And you'll have your results over here. Let's say you want to know what are the openings for HSE engineer world over. How do you check that one? LinkedIn gives you an option. You have to use the word worldwide. Okay, click on worldwide and search. Let me clear all my filters. There are about 2,727 results for HSE engineer. Okay, and in the past 24 hours, world over, there were 102 results for HSE engineers. Like I told you, this is the one I was talking about. LinkedIn Easy Apply. The moment I click on this one, like I clicked here, it's going to ask me only a few details. I don't have to go into the company's website and start entering all my details and my education qualification and stuff. It's going to save a lot of time for me. I'm not going to click on submit application because this is a dummy profile that I've been using only for the purpose of demonstration. Discard. Let me discard this. Okay, this was about job search filters. I'm looking for a HSE engineer in let me say in KOC. Okay, I'm told in Kuwait that is the leading company, so I'm going to look for Kuwait Oil Company. Here I've got the page of Kuwait Oil Company, and I'm going to, you see, this is how a company's page in LinkedIn looks. The company's emblem or the logo, and you can see how many people here from the company working on, they're available on LinkedIn. Now, what I'm keen on right now is to look for job openings in KOC. I clicked on the jobs and it says there are right now no jobs available. So what do? I can either click this option and create a job alert, or I can go back to the way I was searching for jobs I showed you a little while ago. For the moment, let me click on this one and let me say I want to create a job alert for HSE engineer in Kuwait. You must be wondering, why is Kuwait Oil Company asking for location? Because there are other companies who have operations in different parts of the world, like Chevron or BP or Shell. There are oil and gas companies which are having operations in different parts of the world. Now, I have created a job alert for Kuwait Oil Company, and that's visible here. Is it possible, Mr. Host, to, I mean, I can see a lot of zoom options coming on my screen. It's hampering my navigation.
Really?
Yes, because you see my dashboard is here, and
Okay.
is it possible? Is something possible to be done? I need to see my dashboard over here. Never mind. Okay, it's stopped for the moment. I go back to my home screen now. I'm looking for uh, I'm looking for a job in, let's say, Qatar. I want to know what's happening in uh, let's say Qatar Petroleum. This is the company's page. I click on jobs. There are some openings here. Okay, there are a couple of openings here, and I'm going to set create alert for this one as well, for the same thing, HSE engineer or HSE officer or whatever, and you have your job alert. Now, how do you check your job alerts? Go onto the dashboard here. You have your jobs, the suitcase icon. Okay, everything on LinkedIn is pretty handy. It's all over here. Click on jobs, and these are your searches which are visible. Click on job alerts here, and you know which these you set a job alert for HSE engineer for Kuwait Oil Company. It's here. Now, as and when there is an opening for HSE engineer in Kuwait Oil Company, you're going to get a notification that comes over here. It'll be, you just click on the notification, you have it, and then you'll be redirected when you click on that link. If you feel you have too many notifications, go on to that manage notifications and delete some of them if you think they are not necessary. Like I told you, uh, if you're not able to get all the information on LinkedIn, use Google for the time being. And let's say you wanted to check for top 10 oil and gas companies. Let me see how is Shell. Okay, I want to follow Shell's profile on LinkedIn. I go to Shell, and this looks wonderful. They have a nice page. I am following the company now. When I click on this one, I am following them. And the moment I follow them, their competitors or similar companies from the same industry, I have their suggestions here. I can click on BP. I know Total is in the top 10. ExxonMobil is in the top 10. I don't know Chevron is in the top 10, but I'll click them too. And how many people from Shell on LinkedIn is over here. Now, these are the number of people I can connect with. I just click on this link, and everybody from Shell is over here. Okay. Let's say I want to connect with this guy on LinkedIn. I click on his profile, but I'm not allowed to go to his profile because we don't have any common connections. I've got to start from my suggestions. When I'm having a new profile, this person Anwar Al Mutlaq, I'm clicking, and then if you don't get the connect option here, click on the button more, and you can click connect. But of course, he's a GM at Shell. He's going to be a busy person. His network is full. He doesn't need to network for finding jobs and stuff. So what do? You send him a message. Send him a message that is genuine, and of course, kindness always works. So if you're kind, he might respond to your request. Um, Briefly, that's how you can network with individuals. And let's say you want to follow some personalities. Whom do we follow? Let's say Bill Gates. Okay, Bill Gates is here. Now, Bill Gates is just an example. You don't have to follow Bill Gates if you're not interested in philanthropy or software or something. You follow the people you're interested in, and this adds value to your profile. For instance, if I was somebody who's a student of law, I am looking to connect with somebody who's a lawyer and who follows people of similar interest. If you're following a wrestler, it doesn't. It doesn't click me as someone whom I can, I can hang out with. Let's see if I have a page of ASSP over here. Uh, Before this, we searched for companies. Before that, we searched for jobs. Now we're looking for pages or companies. Okay. ASSP Kuwait chapter. Yeah. So I'm going to follow this. And now every time there's an update, something, a new picture or a new video or something like this comes up, I'm going to get a notification because I'm following this page. Um, Researching companies, like I told you, let's say, let me open the example of Shell. Okay. In a company, what are you looking for in a company? You're looking for a few things. Well, first thing is who owns the company, what is the business, how much revenue they're making, and how are their hiring trends? How do they hire people? Is it increasing or is it decreasing? And what are the number of people? When I see 128,000 people from Shell at LinkedIn, tells me that the company is big, the company is doing really well. Um, Let me click here on about. The company has operations downstream. They have products, biofuels, integrated gas, new energies. So this is basically about what the company's business is. And revenues, it's not on LinkedIn. And ownership is one of the important things, because let's say many of the companies in the Middle East, they have a hiring policy that's kind of protectionist. And let's say a company like Shell, which is not state owned, which is a public, where the shares are held by the public, this is more profit driven. The strategy is more profit driven when it comes to hiring. So that's one of the reasons why you need to know who's the owner of the company. Networking. Let me say I want to connect with uh, somebody in Shell again. I go to the people. Um, LinkedIn gives me so much data, which I sometimes wonder, why do I even need it? They're even telling me where have these people working in Shell studied and where they live. That's too much information. I don't need that for now. These are the people, I can connect with them. At this point in time, it's showing me so many people as LinkedIn member because I don't have any connections on my profile. The moment I build connections and I'm more genuine, I'll have more people available to connect with. So that's how LinkedIn works. Um, if there's one thing, if there's one thing that hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are
Yes, yes, yes.
audible.
Okay, network. If there's one thing that's really important on LinkedIn is networking. Networking. You could be looking to network as professionals, like somebody who's looking to get a job at a better place, or you could be looking for networking as a HR. You might be the HR of a company, and you need to do networking too. Or if you are the project managers, you also do networking. Now, if I'm a professional and I'm looking to get into a good company, I need to have HRs in my connections, and I need to have project managers in my connections. Why do I need to have the HRs in my connections? The HRs are the headhunters. The project manager or somebody, the head of the company tells, I need one planning engineer to the HR. All that the HR does is they go to their LinkedIn profile, and they're going to do a search like planning engineer, and they're going to click on something like this, planning engineer in people, and they're going to get a result like this. Now for me to feature, now there are how many, 6,210,000 results on LinkedIn. Now for me to feature somewhere on the top, what I need to have is a lot of contacts. I need to feature in the HR's list, friend list, or I need to be in the HR's connections list. That's how I'm going to feature. That's how the HR is going to have a look at me. I am told the HRs normally have a look at profile for 10 seconds, 15 seconds. I don't know how far that's true, but that could be true because I mean, how many profiles can they go through? Secondly, the HR is the one who is just going to be headhunting, but the actual hiring is going to be done by the project manager or the operations manager. So you, depending on who you are, you might be a HR, or you might be a candidate who's looking for a job. So you got to be connected. Let's say you are a candidate who's looking for a job. You got to be connected with HRs, and you got to be connected with project managers. How do you connect? Send them connection requests, and send them a nice note. Hopefully they would connect. Ideally, I should be demonstrating these things to you, but I don't know how. I ran out of time totally. I am having to rush through a lot of things. Lastly, what is your brand? Once your profile is complete, your picture, your banner picture, your qualification, your experience, the skills that you can bring to the organization, your certifications, your achievements, the people you follow, is all. You are a brand. That is who Abul Ifham is over here. If I can just check, if I can have a couple of minutes more, I can finish. Let me just see if I can find Abul Ifham. Okay, this is Abul Ifham. This is brand Abul Ifham, and I am a HR. I am looking for. I want to know what other people think about Abul Ifham. Unfortunately, it's not there. There's one thing on LinkedIn that's called a recommendation. You can ask your connections to give you a recommendation. I mean, Abul Ifham has 500 plus connections. Unfortunately, he's not asked people for connection for recommendations. Uh, Unless you ask people, people are busy. They're not going to recommend you. I mean, it takes time. Just one more profile, if we can have a look. Let me say, who's this guy? Okay. Okay, so this is my profile. This is me, brand me to say. Picture, banner, headline, and a summary about me, and something that I have written. Also, one of the other things that you could do is you could engage with people. I'd seen a post a few days back. There was a fire somewhere in a rig or something, and people are discussing and appreciating and how quickly they put out the fire. You could like, comment, or appreciate those efforts. When you engage with people, they like to connect with you. That's another way of increasing your network. Let me say I am HRX, and I'm looking at this guy's profile, Abdul Musawwir, and I get to know. Now we need to know what are his top skills and what are the recommendations that he has received. Okay. Now these are the people who have recommended him, and all of what LinkedIn does is when you recommend somebody, it's going to ask you how you're connected to them. Either you've worked with them, either you've been their client, or you've been their boss or subordinate. There's got to be some professional relation that LinkedIn is going to ask you for. That is in some ways going to make your profile look more genuine and brings a human touch. That was it about Uh, Hang on. There is a section over here. If you can see this work, when you click on this one, there is LinkedIn Learning. Okay, there are a lot of courses that are available for free. Maybe some are paid, but a lot of them are free. You could learn Excel, you could learn Power BI, or public speaking, digital marketing. Having a nice profile on LinkedIn is got to do a lot with branding strategy and understanding a little bit of digital marketing. You don't need to know in depth, but that'll really help you build the aesthetics of your profile. I think I'm past my time. I had to rush through my second part, the demonstrations. I am not feeling satisfied, but I hope you've got some overview of what you could do with your profile. Thank you, SSP, once again for giving me this chance. Over to you, Mr. Host.
Thank you, Abdul Musawwir, for a elaborate presentation on LinkedIn profile. And I understand you wanted to convey more message on this, but due to time constraint, and it is overwhelming response from audience, so we have exceeded little bit time. All participants, please excuse us for extra minute we are taking. We know that since the topic was of common interest to all of us, and the trainer and speaker wanted to engage some more, but due to time constraint and our commitment, we are wrapping it here. If you have any question to this presentation, please feel free to write on chat box. We will come back to you with the speaker. Any question on this presentation? Okay, by the time you, yes, dear, go ahead. Hello.
Hello,
Sir, this is
Assalamu alaikum.
Hello.
This is Dinesh here.
Yes, Dinesh, sir.
Yeah, may I ask the question?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Abdul Al Musaber, thank you very much, first of all, for your nice presentation, a very good any understanding for how to use the LinkedIn profile we generally using. My question is here, what is the differences between the normal LinkedIn account and the premium? Because I am also I have the profile LinkedIn, but usually I'm getting the message to get access to, by pay yani membership or the premier.
That's a very nice question, sir. Actually, LinkedIn, since I'm using a premium profile, I can tell you there is some difference, but unless you're actively looking to change jobs or research on some stuff, I don't really advise. But one of the benefits, for instance, let me just show it to you over here. Okay, this is my screen visible? I think I've not started my screen share.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not it.
Okay.
Yeah, now coming something.
Okay. Where are my jobs? My jobs are here. You see, LinkedIn is giving me so many jobs options. I mean, these are so many openings available. What LinkedIn is doing some extra work for me is they're telling me I'm a top applicant in these companies. Okay, so they have in this company, for instance, somewhere in Australia, top 25% of 68 applicants, they give you data that you are either in the top 10% of the applicants, or so many skills you have are common with the others, or the hiring trends. This company has been hiring more people by 5% from the past 2 or 3 years. There are a few benefits, but I think these benefits are more suited for European and Western markets.
Western countries, yeah.
Yes, for us, it's not going to be very competitively worth having. But if you are, but there's no harm in trying. If you wish,
Yeah.
you could try it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Yeah, after applying some jobs, it's asking some pressure, like a word you have a skill, Excel you have a skill, some question and answer is coming. What is that? After finishing, it will say you are not passed. Sometime your score is this thing.
You mean skills? You mean in skills, or I don't think it's for jobs. The skills that you have. There's an option called take a test. Okay, you click on
Yeah.
take a test, and you answer questions on Excel or Word or anything. If you score more than 70%, you have cleared. If you don't get more than 70%, then you have not cleared. But this is not about job. This is about skills. I think there is a little bit of confusion. I hope I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
clarified.
Some skills, it's asking some skills like a power presentation skill, Excel, such a type.
Yes, right. Yeah, those are skills that you are basically evaluating yourself. And I think even if a HR sees if you have cleared that skill test, I think it'll only speak well for you. So if you have time, I think as much as possible we should try to get ourselves LinkedIn certified in Excel or Word or MS PowerPoint or whatever. Yeah,
Okay,
Okay.
thank you very much. Nice presentation.
my pleasure.
Yeah, thank you all. We'll go for the next session now. Since the timing is running out, I request our secretary to go forward.
Yes, dear. Thank you, gentlemen, for your question and answer. Now this is online quiz, and Ramana, you will be sending link to the chat box. You are saying,
Yes.
please bear with us, all participants. There will be online question. There will be 4 questions posted on chat box. Kindly spare a minute and reply us back to us. So the fastest answer will be recognized right now. Please fill your data correctly. Ramana, please generate the link. Yes. All of you can see the chat box. There is a link which is giving you questions. Please visit the chat box to get question and answer.
Only 2 minutes time we are giving
Yeah.
for this. It's very simple questions.
Talk. Hello, Ramana.
Yes.
We will announce after 2 minutes. So fast
Yes.
response from the audience are expected. I understand the topic of today was very of common interest to all of us, and not only on HSE professional, but whoever watching this will be immensely benefited in making their profile, reaching to the people, and looking for more opportunity. And thank you, Mr. Abdul Musawwir, again.
Thank you. My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
Unfortunately, as always.
Not an issue. I believe that this is part of networking we are doing after the training session. Also, if some members wish to reach to you, is it okay to have your contact profile with us?
Sure, no problem. No problem.
Thank you. I appreciate your efforts, sir.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for giving
Yeah.
me this chance to help professionals. It indeed, it's very satisfying. I hope it's beneficial, and if I could be more helpful, sure you could reach me, and I'll try to help you as much as I can, inshallah.
Thank you, Abdul Mosa. Now, for all participant, I have taken consent of our speaker today. You can be able to reach to this gentleman whenever you are having some doubt related to LinkedIn profile and further follow up. So I will be sharing uh, his contact number in due course of time. So please feel free to have networking. And after this session also, we will keep that Zoom option on, 5-10 minutes of networking. Please excuse us for overshooting of time. I understand that, but this is Zoom platform. What else we can do? Thank you for your patience. Ramana, are we ready now?
Yeah, just 10 seconds more. I'm just concluding.
Dear Ifam, dear Ifam, Abul Ifam.
You can ask for
Yes,
networking,
yes,
like
yes,
anyone wants.
Mr. Secretary, Mr. Sadar.
Yes, like I already said in the beginning, whoever new to this event today can introduce to us and we can have a networking.
Right.
Okay, so it will be another platform of networking people, reaching out to people as a Zoom platform. This is giving us liberty, but we will keep continuation of this networking process. So be with us, Abul Ifham, to
Sure.
facilitate our speaker for today and the quiz winner. So Ramana will be ready within 10 seconds. Ramana?
Yeah,
Sure.
it's done. I'm just sharing now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So chat box, so our new participants or new members
Yeah.
can say something.
Yes, Abul Ifam, please join us to facilitate our speaker,
Yeah, sure.
Abdul Musawir, for that insightful presentation of importance of LinkedIn for HSE professional. Thank you very much. Big round of applause.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much indeed.
And you'll get this certificate in your email box. Now this is time to announce the quiz winner. Abul Farm, stay with us. Now, Mr. Imran Sheikh for answer the quiz session on the topic. Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Mr. Imran.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, mashallah, nice to hear from you, Mr. Imran. Now, this another name reads as Sarafuddin KT. Congratulations for your quiz participation.
Thank you. Thank you.
You all can open your cameras and talk after a few minutes, okay?
Congratulations, Mr. Rahim Muhammad Yunus Sheikh, for this quiz winner. Congratulations, Mr. Javier Sanis, for quiz participation and winner.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Muhammad Jaki Ahmed, for quiz participation and the winner. So this will be the last, Ramanaji.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you very much for quiz participation. Now I will keep the floor open.
Yeah,
And
this
the
is Rahim Sheikh. Thank you so much for
Yes,
the
dear.
award. Thank you.
Thank you, Rahim Sheikh. Okay, now before I go for closing remark, the floor is still open for networking purpose. Please feel free to do a networking. We will keep that Zoom platform on. So stay with us. Now, Abul Farm.
Yes,
Yeah,
Mr. Selva.
Yes, dear.
I'll take a Sardarji if you want.
Yeah, 1 minute. Vote of thank. Let us do the vote of thank, owner. Right?
Yeah, right now.
Okay. Mr. Badar, are you around? Mr. Badar. Ashok sir is around us.
No, I think he was there, but
Yeah.
Yes.
oh,
Yes, sir.
Yes, we have
Welcome to
Mr.
you
Ashok with
this
us.
evening, as usual. Please give me your honest feedback how we did today. I know that we are over short of time, but the topic was so interesting and we were running out of time. Okay, so we
Thank you,
wish to
Mr.
get your
Safdar.
feedback. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Safdar. It's very enlightening to know about the LinkedIn because I'm on the LinkedIn from almost 12 years, and I really enjoy the LinkedIn. And Mr. Abdul Musafar has really provided a lot of insights. Really, I'm not aware because so much of information, so much of resources available in LinkedIn where we can display our skills and learn and so many things. One thing I want to ask Safdarji
Yes, sir.
is that we can do the trainings, we can attend the trainings, but we have the ASSP Kuwait page. Whether we can give some online trainings there for the benefit of community in our page, I don't know. Maybe we can think in that
Yes,
direction.
sir. We will look on the possibility if it is available, how best we can optimize it, and we will on
Yeah.
appropriate platform. We will take a note on this, sir.
Thank you
Thank you
very
very
much.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Mr. Sunil Sadanand, our past president. Mr. Sunil Sadanand. Are you around? Or
Hello,
it,
everyone.
yes, sir. How are you?
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
yes.
Yes, Mr. Sunil.
Yes.
Welcome.
A
Yeah.
word of your wisdom and feedback on today's session.
Yeah. Today's session is a special session. Actually, I would like to call, and it was wonderfully presented by Mr. Muhammad. I think spelled it.
Abdul Musawir.
Yeah, Abdul Musawar, sorry for that. And the way he has presented the concept of LinkedIn is really interesting, and the advantages and how we can explore the LinkedIn and how we can enrich our career credentials through LinkedIn and how we can put a profile of ourselves in LinkedIn, especially the HSE professionals. Has been very well narrated by and explained in detail by Mr. Safar. And also, it's a great opportunity for us to explore and seek the LinkedIn profile of ourselves in the LinkedIn and use it these techniques and the keywords, all those things. And it was a great opportunity for all of us to explore more. And many thanks. It was a well explained, and I really enjoyed the presentation and the demonstration of Mr. Sawafar. Thank you on behalf of chapter and all my personal behalf. I would like to thank you for giving us this wonderful insight. Thank you, and it's a great presentation. I would like to congratulate our Professional and Career Development Committee, Mr. Farm, for taking this special topic, especially the LinkedIn, which is currently very much useful for in search of career and other mentorship and other development of ours. Thank you. Thanks to all.
Thank
Have a
you.
great
Thank
evening.
you, our past president, Mr. Sunil. Now I will invite Dr. Sika Al-Fazam. If Sika Al-Fazam, Dr. Sika Al-Fazam. Can we have your feedback, madam, if you can be able to listen to us? Hello, Dr. Sika Al-Fazam.
There is some technical issue, I hope.
Okay, no problem. So
Sardarji,
before
we can ask
going,
any new members to introduce themselves.
Not a problem. New member networking. Is there any new member among the audience today?
Okay,
Please introduce yourself, the new member, like your name, where you are working, and be in touch with us. So there is a gentleman, Mr. Fahim Ahmad. Can you open his mic? Any new member, please write on chat box and I will invite you.
Hello.
Yes, we have Mr. Fahim with us.
Yes, this is Fahim Ahmad Sima, HSE supervisor. I'm working here in Kuwait International Airport Terminal 2. So first of all, thanks very much to ASSP to give us a chance for the contribution in the ASSP committee. And thanks very much to Mr. Safdar as well as Mr. Abdul Musawir, your nice presentation and productive information for us. And hello.
Yeah. Please go ahead. There was some
Uh-huh.
noise. I just muted. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. So thanks very much again for ASSP to give us a chance to become as a HSE professional in a productive platform. Thanks very much, Mr. Safdar and Mr. Jahid Thakur and Mr. Abdul Musawir. Thanks very much to all.
Thank you, Mr. Fahim. We have reached to Airport Terminal 2 now. Thank you for your active participation. We will be building network all over Kuwait and we will be generating HSE awareness wherever it is possible. Ramana, please generate link for feedback session. And any new member around us to introduce yourself, please come forward. Any new members, any new visitor today? This is networking session, so you can come forward. If nobody is around, then I need to read out the vote of thank, and Ramana will be setting.
Yeah, I'm going to share the link now.
Yeah.
Once you fill the feedback, you are going to get the certificate immediately.
For the participation.
Certificate, okay?
Okay.
Only the certificate will be provided for only the participants who have given quiz and this one feedback, okay?
It will be in the chat box, right?
Yes,
yeah, it's in the chat box. I already posted. You can
Yes,
check in the
Mr.
chat.
Muhammad Anus.
Yeah, I'm new to this session.
Okay, welcome, Mr. Anush, Muhammad Anush.
Yeah, my father, Syed Muhammad Irshad, suggested me this webinar to attend. I'm a fresher now. I just graduated my mechanical engineer just 2 months back. So I'm
Great.
just
Be in touch.
looking for a job. So LinkedIn would help me search more jobs.
No problem. Be in touch with us. We will guide you the right way. And today the session was very elaborative. You can also visit on YouTube page. I have shared that page to your father.
Yeah,
if you are still experiencing some problem, just reach to us and we will help you on this.
Mr. Ramna, I think that link not came, huh? Please
Link
share
already
again.
there in chat box. No?
No.
No, it was a Google form. Now, by the time the link is being generated.
Oh, sorry. I put it to one guy.
No problem. Send it again. And this is time to say vote of thank to today's session, right? So,
yes, please.
On behalf of Vice President Mr. Majaruddin Sheikh, whose connectivity was not right at the moment, so I am reading this vote of thank. Thank you, Abdul Musawir, for excellent presentation. You have taken from industrial revolution, impact on digital revolution, impact of technology and LinkedIn with virtual space, and you have given a gamut of various options, which as a professional, we need to know the applicability, like creating profile picture, banner picture, add profile skin, how to ask for connection to give recommendation. Absolutely, it was really useful to the audience today. And And thank you for your consent on giving your permission to reach even after the presentation is over. And thank you for all advisory committee, EC committee, Ramana, Reyes, and professional and career development team to come forward with such a wonderful presentation. So tuned with us. We will be having another session on 24th of October, which is on cyber security, which will be another useful information. So broadcasting message will be giving you. This is all from me, and over to Ramana for further networking. Please continue this for another 5 to 10 minutes. Over to Ramana. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sardarji. As Secretary rightly told, we have another technical meet on cybersecurity, which is very much important in today's life. We are all using mobile phones for all, even bank transactions also we are using mobiles. Okay, not only that, so many like family pictures, privacy things, so many things we are using for we are using through mobiles. So all these details will be provided by an expert who is coming from USA. Okay, who is connecting from USA, not from coming from USA. So he is very well experienced. He is having almost 30 plus years experience in security issues. So the announcement will be released by the end of the day, and that's it. Related to the announcements. Now the floor is open for networking. If anyone would like to talk about something, you can open your mic and continue.
Excuse me, Ravanaji, please tell them to open camera also. Then we can take a
Yeah,
screenshot.
sorry. Yeah. Everyone, I request everyone to open your cameras so that we'll take a snapshot, which will be posted on social media and probably in our press releases also.
I want a feedback. Link is there.
Yeah, feedback.
Link is
Feedback form already posted in the chat box. I'm posting again. Those who are giving feedback, they will be given a certificate, digital certificate automatically. Okay, so I request everyone to give your proper feedback, correct feedback. No need to worry about anything. You can suggest us to do something, then we'll take that one and we'll follow your advice also. Okay, we are always striving to improve ourselves. Okay, so your advice are very much welcome. Only few cameras. Yeah, because we are all oil and gas employees.
Yes, non-camera mobile.
Yeah, non-camera mobile. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, now I would like to request someone to talk on behalf of ASSP. Like our committee heads are there, Mr. Muhammad Yusuf. I request you to open your mic and talk about your committee.
Yeah, good evening, all of you. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity. And mashallah, all the committees, they are submitting their reports, the write-ups and photos in time. And alhamdulillah, we could able to do the e-bulletin in time. And once again, I request all the committee heads to please focus on the events which is going on, and please if they also take interest, and if they send the write-ups and photos, it will be more convenient, and that will be the second way of second form of getting this one information. So anyhow, I'm getting this one from you and from Riaz also, and we are very thankful to you that you are doing in time. So, but still, even the committee heads, they can also like do the write-ups, and they can send it to you, and you can review, and we can finalize by that. In time, we can release our e-bulletin. So that's it from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Muhammad Yusufji.
Mr. Ramna, I would like to give some feedbacks from
Yes,
our
yes.
members.
Please go
Our
ahead.
events, yeah, our events which are going on through the online, it is much appreciated, and especially the members who are getting e-certificates, they are very happy, and their suggestions are that please keep continue such type of activities through online, and also give a chance to get such type of beautiful certificates, as the design of the certificates are very nice, and they can use in future career correspondence also. Also, our monthly e-bulletins and other web links are very well organized and very nice. So these are the few feedbacks from members. Thank you very much, and appreciated for your efforts and everybody.
Thank you, dear Mr. Afam. We are happy to, getting right programs on track. Okay, so these kind of programs really helps our members.
Ramana,
This,
can you open camera for all if they are interested?
yeah, we already requested, and they opened some cameras.
So one gentleman, Huawei 19 Abdul Fahim, I think requesting to open camera. Huawei 9.
He can open. Ask to start a video. No, I don't know. No font. I don't know. No, I have requested you also to start your camera. Maybe something wrong with him, with his mobile. Okay, it's okay. It's not an issue. Now we already captured, because most of the people who are having cameras, they have opened and we have captured the snapshots. Now, if he opens alone, probably we can't able to use it. Okay, anyway. Someone was raising hand. Who is that? Mr. Ravi Teja would like to talk? Or someone is there? Asgar Hussain, would you like to talk something?
Ramnaji, may I suggest something?
Yes, please.
Good evening once
Good
again.
evening. Good evening. Yeah.
I would like to suggest our colleague, it is not possible to everyone open the camera, either they don't have the camera mobile or the camera device, or they are not due to we are attending the meeting from home. Just create the profile picture as a professional. Just now our presentation also, presenter also told, whenever we save the profile, make the any place, we have to make the professional picture. So in case if you off the camera, and when we looking in the screen, we look like that we are at attentive position. So this is my advice, because when you off the camera, blank screen, black is looking, that speaker, whoever they speak, they feel like I'm speaking in the desert alone. Nobody is there with me. So I think I advise we can create the one profile picture, and very professional way. You can put, like you can see the President Jahid Thakur, and also I noticed some the Muhammad Yusuf. We have the very good professional picture. So like that we can create the profile in the Zoom also. If anyone don't know how to create, can get the help from the Ramna. That's why. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Dinesh. Okay, this is very good advice. Very good. Like, see, some photographs are very nice. Right now, our speaker, Mr. Abdul Musabe, told to put our professional picture on our LinkedIn profile. So not only there, we are using nowadays online meetings, so many online meetings in different networks. So try to, as our Toastmaster Dinesh rightly said, you try to put a professional photograph as a image, okay, background image, so that it will help. Okay, thank you very much. Anyone is uh, anyone would like to speak now? It's already late, I hope.
Yes, Ramana.
Yes, Jahaji. It's too late,
Thank you
right?
very much. Yes, Ramana. Thank you very much. Your effort and the innovation you are bringing in a days like in pandemic, everyone is getting right of COVID and all. But you use this time in a right manner. And previously, we used to send only invitation email. Nowadays, you are sending invitation with lots of things like calendar message, e-certificates, and the link for all the things. This is really appreciate your effort, and really we feel proud. uh, Regarding the today's presentation, our today's speaker, I would like to thank Mr. Abdul Musawir for excellent presentation. Really, Mr. Abdul Musawir, you had covered everything step by step in a way, in a easy way. So the people who does not have a LinkedIn account, they can create an account and they can utilize this. This is our need of ours. And in these job crisis times, many of the professionals, they will find some suitable job for them. Thank you very much. And I would like to thank professional career and development committee head Mr. Abul Farm and his entire team, because I could see all the teams, they are from the starting of the time till end, they are present and they are showing that the commitment. And I would like to thank our advisory committee and founder member Ashok sir for his presence and advice on LinkedIn. And the upcoming events, for example, we are planning to have a cyber security. Already Ramanna has uh, shared this one. And every month, third Wednesday, PSM PSM technical meet, process safety management technical meet. Then ASP CSP recertification program. It is in the pipeline. And from Vice Committee also, we are expecting one or two events in this month end. And inshallah, I would request all the members to be connected with ASSP, and we need your feedback and suggestion, which will give us a chance for better improvement. Thank you, Ramanna. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Jahaji. Okay, I hope it's the time to end our meeting. See you in our next meeting. Thank you. Thank you all for participating. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good night.
Thank you very much.